What's up? How's it going, everybody? Oh, I didn't realize how loud this was. My bad. Anyways, are y'all ready for some Dark Souls, Soul Level 1? Because that's what's going to happen today. We got started yesterday after finishing Pragmata, because I had like an hour left in the stream, and I thought, you know, let's just send it. Let's just run it back. Let's run it back into some Soul Level 1 stuff. I've been meaning to do a Soul Level 1 run anyways. Speaking of which, we did... So, with Pragmata being finished, we have completed our raffle polls. I'll pull up the game and the webcam in just a moment. Anyways, with Pragmata and Resident Evil 1 being completed, our raffle, our custom game, or our custom raffle polls, the viewer suggestions, completed. So we're gonna do 2 games. Hi, Knife. We're gonna do 2 different games. I think we're gonna do a Soul Level 1 playthrough of Dark Souls, which is, you know, what we have going on today. And we're also going to do a... what else do I have on my list? I have it written down here. I was gonna play 007 First Light, but I watched somebody playing for a good minute earlier today, and I was like, I don't know if this is a good stream game for me. It's kind of very linear and just... I don't know. I'll probably play it at some point, but right now I want to wait a minute. What game? 007 First Light. The new James Bond movie? New James Bond. Also, I need to actually... Face game time. Hi! John Bon Jovi game looks sick. So it looks like a lot of fun, but I watched like 3 hours of somebody playing it earlier today, and I was like, is it really this much intro? They got this much intro in this? Also, hi, Nas. Good to see you. It is basically a movie. It's a long-ass movie. Get tutorialized? Why do we have to tutorialize? Like, why do we have to do 6 different levels of tutorial? I'm gonna replug the microphone. Haven't seen much. I'm trying to stay blind. I like IO. It's very possible they over-cutscened. I think they did over-cutscene. Hi, Daft. You played it and it's good? Okay, well... Maybe I'm just a hater, but it's like a movie. Okay. Maybe that would be perfect for banter. I don't know. I'm not British enough, I don't think. Did I spill... Why is my I thought my... No? Okay. Controller cord I thought was all sticky. I was like, what the fuck got it sticky? Our tolerance for long tutorials has waned. I'm playing Final Fantasy XII lately, and that has like a 20-hour tutorial. Okay, so I played Pokemon X, and I washed out. I washed out in the first, like, I don't know how long. I think I washed out in the first 5 hours or so, because I was like, I'm still getting... Why am I still being tutorialized? Why are these kids still talking to me? I just want to play Pokemon. When I boot up a Pokemon game, I don't want to be like, yeah, with the power of friendship, we'll conquer all of the gyms. It's like, no, I want to go fuck off and have my rival that I talked to like 3 times. Also got Hitman gameplay interspersed there. I mean, like, I like Hitman. I like Hitman. Maybe I should do Hitman before I do it. Rival named Poop Butt. Yeah, rival named, like, Dick Sniffer. Hitman 3 with all the prior levels is one of my favorite games all time. Definitely gotta get Bond with it. Yeah. Bark Souls. Hi, Riley! Anyways, let's get started with our Dark Souls grind. How am I today? I'm doing pretty well. I had to call out of work today because I was feeling quite ill. Also, let's turn off the character creator music. No need for that. I called out because I was feeling quite sick. And it's just been like a rolling malaise. But generally I'm doing pretty okay. Like this morning it was especially bad. I was like, do I really want to interact with the general public in this state? No, thank you. Rolling Malaise, good band name. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll write that down. Oh, you said Rolling Blaze? No. Yeah, you know, we wake and bake in this house. On work days, I gotta get my wake and bake. Got super high and called out today. No, I have never done that. For like, I have had periods of very strong depression, and I have never waked and baked and called out of work. I've called out because of mental health days, but never gotten that far. Oh, I'm getting backstabbed. Thank God I did not die there. Otherwise, I would be very upset. Hell yeah. Smoking in the car, call that Rolling Blaze. Okay, I'll +2 that. Got the luxury of a 2-hour lunch, so I did in fact have a little 5 milli vanilla edible to coincide with the lunch. Yo, hang on. My panini was fantastic. Fuck yes. I mean, there are studies that show, like, what? An 8-hour shift is... There's only, like, 3 hours of actual productivity, and nothing gets done after lunch. Maybe, like, 2 emails if you work an email job. If you work anything... Oh, I'm gonna get parried. Goodbye! I need to go get my souls before I beef it. For email people job, yeah. It is very much an email job luxury of like, well, nothing is actually gonna get accomplished anyways, so 12-hour day today, we didn't have to deal with Tor until like 3 hours after lunch. Yo! A little 5 milli during lunch. You're gonna be fine 3 hours later. Work at a theater, I'm venue staff, and I help with the tech and all. Oh, that sounds like a way cooler job than my job. I'm not gonna say that it's a good job because I know every job has its ups and its downs, but that sounds like a nice time. I'm a big boy and it was gone before I even walked out of the lunch spot. There you go. You get a little bit of it. You go, damn, good lunch. Anyways. My job, I'm busy all day, or I can be. That's true. Knife getting kind of a new job, too. Getting a promotion, because they've been rocking the double job life this last little bit. Congrats on promotion. Yeah, like, I'm very proud of Knife. They've been working their ass off lately. And we're finally seeing the fruits of the labor. Only their ass, though? No, it's like ass, legs, calves, feet. Don't be weird about that, by the way. It's more like it's a case of it's a case of actually having to stand to do your job. So, you know. Free feet pics? Why are you posting that? Myth Souls Remastered? Brungo! How's it going? Good to see you. Brungo, I'm so curious, what makes Dark Souls 2 your favorite? Like, what about it is so compelling to you? I'm not gonna argue with you and be like, ew, it's the worst game ever, because I'm not, you know, 16 anymore. I just like to understand people's reasons for that. It's not DS1 is my favorite, DS2 better than Dark Souls 3 though? I mean, I can get that. Okay, what the hell just happened? I have a terrible weapon for fighting the dogs. Please help me. The dog... I can't do anything. I can't see shit either. Dark Souls 2 greater than all? Zaza! I'm about to beat it. Nope, okay, we're good. Can you... use my arms too? Tag adds feet stream. I'm not adding... fuck. I'm not adding feet stream as my tag. Also good to see you, WT. Do I need to add Sonic Kiss as well? Was this a wheel spin? No, this is one of my picks. We get 2. Smash Burgered. Did I miss the wheel spin? No, we haven't done wheel spin yet. Wheel spin will probably be at the end of whatever my next game is. We're going 2 on, 2 off. 2 for me, 2 for you guys. To let people accumulate more points. So that the wheel is a little bit more saturated. Gives people time to actually tune in and do that. Reminds me of the people in Final Fantasy XIV Party Finder that would advertise their feet pics in there. Buy my feet pics! That's... I mean, know your market. There's Stella bots in RuneScape? I'm sorry, what is a Stella bot? I'll save 5k for Sonic Kiss? Okay. If you want to. I don't like how DS3 leaned into anime fights and epic storytelling. FromSoft's best work is wacky enemies and level design. I would agree with that. I can see why people wouldn't like, or why you wouldn't like Dark Souls. I didn't level up, did I? No, okay. I can understand that. Dark Souls 3, I quite liked the thematic storytelling. Get dogged, dummy. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat here too. We're picking and choosing a little bit. A really good game for the wheel. I can't wait. I can't wait. Daft is mad that I didn't think that Pragmata is a 10 out of 10. So I'm going to suffer, is I think what's gonna happen there. Like how F's put Snake People from Kingsfield 4 into Dark Souls 1? Yes! I mean, you are really rewarded for playing the previous catalog of the FromSoft games by being like, oh, they reused this, they reused this. Oh, they iterated on this. The changes. You'll love it, motherfucker. Okay, I'll take it. sit on the GE on every world and spam her OnlyFans. You can tell when a bot wave gets nuked because the Stella bots disappear for a few weeks. Check out my OnlyFans. It's me in rune armor. Wearing only the rune armor top. We should get into Final Fantasy XI. I really don't want to get into another MMO, Daft. I'm getting mollywopped by these damn dogs. Please, I just need to heal. Oh, that did hit me. Okay, well that's fine. I need to two-hand my weapon. I think that will help the speed. Didn't expect to see as much Dark Souls stuff in Kingsfield 4. Even there was basically no connection to be found in first Kingsfield. That's fair. FromSoft loves to iterate, though. They've always been an iterative company. It's a lot of, I've got a bow you can twist, check out my dragon longsword kind of deal. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. RuneScape, surprisingly horny? You have a Ring of Sacrifice, can save the levels. Well, I'm trying to do Soul Level 1. I'm just trying to... If I bank up enough from the... If I bank up enough from this fight, I can go by the Covenant of Artorias right away, and then before I even get to Blighttown the first time, I can see about getting Dark Woodgrain Ring, which would be real nice. I would really like to be able to... Oh, okay, let's say goodbye to... I'm getting backstabbed through the animation. Can I do this again? Okay, they cannot actually do that. Good to know. I'm getting... Well, goodbye, souls. That's fine. I mean, what am I going to use the souls for anyways? Dark Souls 2 fog wall moment? For real. The Dark Souls 2. The way that they really just said, okay, no iframes for anything is it makes it a little bit more of a difficult transition. Slander it, I probably agree. I mean, it's on the points rewards as a way to say, all right, you want to torture me? Difficult transition, top right. Hi, Abdarin. Look, I am no longer an egg. I've realized what gender is to me, and I said, you know what? I want to opt out, actually. I'm pretty confident, or pretty comfortable in that. There is no more egg to be cracked. The shell is gone, baby. Inside it, there was nothing. An empty-ass egg. A null egg. Okay, well. I gotta get used to swinging this thing. I do still see an egg, though. Yep. I just can't win here. Sorry, I'm trying to compose myself. I have played through Dark Souls many, many times. I have never done a Soul Level 1 run. I'm aware of some of the tech. And when I say some, I mean some. Must make dinner. Good luck with dinner, Brongo. Please report back with what you've made and if it's delicious or not. want to do a Soul Level 1 eventually. They seem fun. It's certainly a challenge. It's certainly one of those runs that you do because it's certainly like, okay, the biggest obstacle is myself. Enlarged prey emote. I love that emote. The fat duck ass. Same level of fun as UIM. Self-inflicted CNB torture. Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, okay, well, here's what I gotta do for the next step. It's gonna be 30 hours of grinding to maybe get lucky. We should retire BBL as be back later. Absolutely. We do not need butt lifts. If you think that your ass needs to be fatter, I think you should hit the gym. Hit the gym and maybe eat fatter stuff. Fattier stuff. Knowing your own ass is as important as daily fiber. True. It's these fucking dogs. They're the ones that are really making... Okay, well, I deserve this. I had an endgame UIM get wiped from sailing in my clan? No. Like 15k hours of playtime wiped. He quit for 6 months. 15,000 hours. That's so much time. Can you imagine doing anything else for 15,000 hours? You could master something in that time, according to... What's the person that actually... I'm pretty sure that it's just a made-up number, but... The dogs are really the hard part with this club. The wind-up. The wind-up is what really does it. I need to get combustion. It actually made my tummy hurt when he said what happened. So, wiped from how does that work exactly? What happened? What happened there? Oh good, I'm in a terrible spot. UIM has no bank, just what they can carry, so they like noted everything and unnote as needed. Okay, I understand. Okay, well, this is not gonna go well. What? Okay, well, I don't know what I expected. They can death bank, which is you die and store in gravestone, but if you die again, you lose all your goodies. Oh, that sounds like hell. Took a random potion while sailing and it killed them. Graveyard with 15k hours of gear gone. That's so rude. How many hours is in a month? How much money is that? Just real life money on top of the lost time. I'm so curious. How many subs? How many subs specifically is that? And that's not including downtime, of course. A lot. I can only imagine. I need anything with poise too. I think the shield is bait. Or half bait. I need something that has better anything, really. We're just running back and forth into this goddamn mess. But yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you guys have had a good day. Had a pretty good day myself. Went and got dinner. Picked something up for knifing myself. Capra Demon home field advantage. Capra Demon Minus the dogs is a trivial fight. Okay, well, the dogs are getting me. Chatted with an old man about food. Yeah, I chatted... Okay, let me formulate this. I went and picked up some food from a local Mediterranean place. It was delicious, by the way. And while I was waiting for the order to be finished, I think it was the owner came out and talked to me because I'd ordered something vegan. This place is butt cheeks. The lower Undeadburg, if you do not have a fast weapon, you suffer. You do be suffering. But I chatted with what I think is the owner of the Mediterranean place because we'd ordered a vegan entree. He was like, "Oh, my sister's vegetarian." And we were chatting about like the American food. Oh, dear Lord. Garshasp the Monster Slayer. Daft, what the hell is that? What the hell is Garshasp? Please, elucidate for me. Oh, you're gonna find out? I'm sure I'm gonna find out. Okay, let's pop a heal. I don't know how he hit me and then also fell. If he wins the spin again, we have to ban him. If Daft wins this spin again, I'm gonna be a little upset. But I will abide by it. The hell did I do? We can't have the mods be the only people that have won the wheel. I would feel bad. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna Homeward Bone as well, because everything is going to kick my ass. GG, thank you, thank you. Only 6k too, alas. Okay, now that we have that, we go down to the depths, we get the large ember, we reinforce the club more. I think all of our money just goes into like Titanite shards and boosting stuff for that. Anyways, the owner of the restaurant just was chatting to me about like typical American food safety standards, and the guy was very nice, but it felt like a case of I'm there just listening to a guy speak his mind. Because anytime I got started speaking, saying something, because I have many opinions, as anybody that has listened into the stream has heard. I have many opinions, some of them quite strong. Most of them about food quite strong, especially. But yeah, do you ever get pulled into those conversations with people where you're like, I know that you do not care about what I have to say. You just want to, you just want to talk. It was one of those. Which, you know, I have no issues with. That's what I do with the stream all day, anyways. You are merely a vessel for his thoughts. That is exactly what happened there. I was but a vessel for the man to speak his mind. But yeah, I gave him a fist bump on the way out and was like, thanks for chatting. Oh, I forgot the other part of that. That he was like, oh, how old are you? I said, oh, I'm 28. He said, really? I would have guessed that you're like early 20s. I was like, nope, I am older than that. he complimented me and said, "Oh, it must be the eating vegetarian / vegan." I was like, I don't, I couldn't correct him and say I'm an omnivore. Actually, I just eat more plant-based nowadays. This is Garshasp, by the way. I'll look at that in just a second, and I'll also add it to the list. Thank you, Daft, for the suggestion. Also, Daft, I want you to know I did not hate Pragmata. It was just a case of me feeling like I see what they're doing, and I feel like there are games that I like more that do similar things. I fucking hate these dogs. It's cool that you have to say that. Thank you. Look, you came into the chat and you said, "Hey, I'm popping in to say hi. I don't want to hear you be mean to the game." It was just a case of I think that the game is good. It's just not for me. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy it, and I hope that many people do. And I'm glad that you did too. It's just can I save something brave? Yes. Feel free. All reviews mixed. Is that for Garshasp? Expedition 33 is a great game that is very much not for me. I feel the exact same way, Nas. I played through all of that game and I was like, wow, I'm glad that I played through this, but I will never play this game again. So what ridiculous name did you give yourself for this game? Oh, we're Soul One Sally. We're Soul One Sally. I couldn't think of anything ridiculous enough. The music was very nice. I loved pretty much everything about Expedition 33 except for actually playing it. I thought it was great, and I will probably not be playing it again anytime soon, if at all. Said those exact same words. I want people to enjoy the things that they like. I just do not like JRPGs. But they'll love Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, I'm gonna love Final Fantasy XI for sure.
You, open, please. You must help me.
See? Yeah, I mean, I think I've literally said that exact same sentence. I mean, I loved everything about what it was doing. I just didn't want to be the one playing.
I am Laurentius, or the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you.
Thanks, Laurentius.
Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
Okay, well, I'll see you back at Firelink. I'm gonna crank my fucking Ember with you. Pathologic is one of those games for me. I have not played Pathologic. It seems like one of those suffercore games where if you don't know what you're doing, it's fucking miserable. Which is kind of like, if it won on the wheel, I would play it, but it's one of those games that I do not think I would ever play of my own volition. Sick, love what it does, would rather watch someone else play it. And I think that there will always be Let's Playing because of that. Because there are always going to be games that people are like, I really vibe with this in every way except for actually playing it. That's textually the point. Yeah, I mean, Pathologic at least wears it on its sleeve that it's like, this game is going to make you miserable. Is this the difference between us? I want to play it. Give me the herbs, worm. What is... Enlighten me on the context of this, Daft. What do you mean by that? That's from Pathologic? Okay. Now, that's the thing. I have not experienced, like, any of it. Oh, no. My weapon does not even do that. Doesn't even do enough to one-shot the rats. In the H-Bomber guy vid? Okay. I haven't... It's been a minute since I've watched that, so... Mr. Bomberman. Remember, can't even fight Rat? Please, don't do this to me. I mean, you're right, but... I need some poise. I desperately need... I need something going on for me. Soul 1 Sally is not having a good time. Can't fight rats, has no hair. Caught? I would lose a 1v1 versus a rat, too. I'll just be open about that. I don't think I'm winning against a rat, guys. Channeler, can you think a goose would kick my ass? A goose would 100% kick my ass. I'm losing to the goose 100 times out of 100. New York City rat would destroy me. I would get hard bodied by a New York City rat. I have no preconceived notions about that. Anybody that knows me at all is gonna be like, this motherfucker would lose to a rat. This person does not have the kind of game necessary to beat a New York City rat. But we have some geese in our complex that they've been growing up. I posted in the Discord a little bit, posting their sort of progression. It's been very cute. They're to the point where they almost look like a fully grown goose. They're just not quite there yet. Like the down that they have is just... It's the right color now, but it's not quite right. Not the full feathers. Did I really just loot? What am I doing? Okay, jump. I'm trying to remember these sewers, and I'm having trouble. We're genuinely gonna have an army of geese. It's crazy how many geese there are in our complex. I think we have like a good dozen or so now. It's a lot. It is not an insignificant amount of geese. Hi, rat. Ow. A gaggle? We do have a gaggle of geese. It is certainly several geese. It's been really nice seeing them grow up, though. Very cute. I love geese. The geese do not love me, but, you know, love the geese regardless. Let's open up our shortcut, too. I do not want to... We skip like 90% of the depths because this area sucks. And there's like nothing I actually need here. So. Is that an actually? Also, how are you doing today, Abdarin? I know you've popped in and said stuff already, but... How are you doing? Oh yeah, also when I got home, I was dropping off our trash in the dumpster for our complex. There was an old guy looking through it, and he was like, sorry, let me formulate. He's sitting there, and he's like pushing stuff around with this giant plank. And I'm like, oh, do you mind if I toss my trash in there? And he's like, oh, go ahead. I'm just trying to fish out some carpet so that I can use it for my cats. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm just having a little bit of trouble. I go, okay, well, you know, I'll try and help. I grab in, fish out this chunk of old carpet, and he goes, yeah, I'm just gonna, my cats absolutely love tearing this stuff apart. I'm just gonna staple it to the old post that they have, and they're gonna go to town on it. And I was like, you know what? I totally respect that. Reduce, reuse, recycle. If it's not gonna get used or rot in a landfill otherwise, fuck it. Why not? The cats get some enjoyment out of it. Miss having a dumpster. I keep forgetting trash night. Oh, there's no worse pain as somebody that actually has to take your trash out on a specific night than forgetting and being like, oh, I already, my trash is already so full. I have to make it another week with all this. Man.
Aye, Shemai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just
Domhole.
a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
What do you have? Gold pine resin is definitely a good get here. The armor, I don't think I can actually wear, like, any of it. It does have some poise, though. Has to be on the curb by 5 a.m. I'm usually so tired in the evenings that I forget to put it out in the night before. Oh, that is...
Anything. Well, that is a shame, but no matter. No, not to worry. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us someday, sometime.
Is he wearing the King Henry helmet? He kind of is. Dom Hall is my favorite NPC that nobody fucking remembers. I love that he just shows up and hangs out under Firelink and is like, oh yeah, I just sell all the boss armors. You want any? Dumpsters are a known source of trash pandas too. There are many advantages. I wish that we had possums out here. I don't think we have raccoons. We're very suburban. There's like no natural world around us anymore. I'm still soul level 1, right? I gotta make sure that I do not just mindlessly level up, because I will do that. I like the Onion Knight. I love Onion Knight. Onion Knight is very good, too. It's, Siegward? Siegmeyer? I think it's Siegmeyer in this one, and 3 it's Siegward. I can't fully remember, though. It's been a minute. But yeah, we're very suburban, and there's, like, no natural woods or anything around us. I don't think raccoons are really popular. Siegmeyer, that's the one. But yeah, raccoons don't exactly live in, like, high desert outside of, you know, mountainous ranges, so not a whole lot to do there, unfortunately. Do I bother summoning? I think I will summon Solaire. Just having him tank hits for me would be really appreciated. Or do I have to do this no summons? I'm fine either way. Chat, am I allowed to summon Solaire, or should I just tough it out like a grown adult? I'll go either way. Yes. Tough it out. Okay, okay. I'll tough it out. Also, Riley, this is the Gaping Dragon. I know I was talking about that boss in Pragmata being Gaping Dragon. This is Gaping Dragon. It's gonna say get him because he's funny, but actually suffer. Yeah, you know, I deserve to suffer. You know, I kind of forgot that Gaping Dragon does kind of have that belly to him too. He's kind of got the rotund. I think it might be a she actually. I can't fully remember. It's got the belly to it though. Is that just a? I am gonna use resin though. Apologies to resin haters. I'm doing soul level 1. I don't need to make everything extremely difficult for myself. I would like to smash off the tail too. There we go. We really doing that much damage? Can you hold still for a second so I can actually hit you? You asshole. Just give the tail or the legs just a little smacky. How resistant to oh, never mind. The resin's doing 90% of the work for us there. Dang, that soul is dark. What's up, Bad Bish? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping on by. The soul certainly is dark. Hope you've been having a good day. Your first playthrough? No. No, this is just, we're doing a challenge run. Trying to stay soul level 1 the entire game. AKA no level ups, play the lowest level starting class, and just kind of tough it out. And when I'm corrupted into an ever-hungering monster and some jerkwad comes along and cuts my tail off. Yeah, you know. Classic. These are just high schooler type events. Everybody's been to high school, right? Well, maybe not. Most people in America have been to high school. At least experienced it a little bit. Everybody's hung out with the Gaping Dragon. Every group has the Gaping Dragon in it. Girly Pop Dragon? Hell yeah. When the dragon is a girly pop. How many souls do I get for that? 15k, right? 25k, never mind. Gaping is a word? It certainly is. When the dragon is gaping? Who is the gaping dragon in our group, Mitchell? Probably me. I don't think I could comfortably say it's anybody but me. All I can think is bad dragon. Well, gaping and dragon in the same sentence, where else is it gonna go but bad dragon? I'm not really one for using toys. But I can certainly understand the appeal of being like, you know what? Fuck it. Give me the fucked up creature dick. I mean, I don't get it, but I'm like, you know what? Good for you. If you want the giant fucked up creature penis, all the better for you. The fucked up what? Ovipositor. Yeah, exactly. Daft's got it. The fucked up what? Yeah, the fucked up creature penis. Abdarin, are you not aware of Bad Dragon as a company? Do not look at it if you are worried about do not look it up if you are faint of heart. My BFF has a trophy wall of them. I'm saying happy for him. Yeah, like, I don't get it. If you like it, I'm glad that there's something that brings you joy in this life. Is this some 4chan shit? No. I would say that it's probably the opposite. Furries. Well, maybe not the opposite. Furries are... Furries are around. God bless them. Exactly. Monster fucking is a time-honored tradition. As it is, like, everybody's always been horned up for creatures. Not all furries like them, but I think that's the main demo. I think there is certainly a large demographic. Let's buy 3 of each of these. I don't think I need anything else. No, okay. What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck is Bad Dragon? I don't want to Google Chud shit, please. It's a website that has dildos. It's not Chud shit, I promise. Unless you classify weird... Well, I shouldn't say weird. If you want to... Very specific dildos. I would not say that it is Chud shit. Not the first message I see is Daft hitting us with the ovipositor. Daft loves hitting us with the ovipositor. Maybe I need to work on my phrasing there. Welcome back, Brungo. The shape, size, and design of creatures more than... Also, hi, Setsuna as well. You know, we're talking about Bad Dragon, so appropriate. Like dragons, werewolves, snakes. There's 2 types of weird. There's several types of weird. I'm always talking about ovipositors.
Oh,
Daft
yeah.
is always talking about
I'll need it
ovipositors.
Oh yeah, I think you have a knack. I'll be. Yeah,
Would like to buy
wonderful. Let's get
pyromancies.
started right now.
It's called Bad Dragon, but the dragons in this game are the good guys. Really makes you think. Well, I don't know if you could classify them as good guys, but Gwyn is definitely not a good guy. They're pretty artistic. The amount of creation behind it is victims at least. Yes, they're certainly victims. I would fully agree with that. I think I'll buy a fire orb. I think iron flesh might come in handy. And I'll spend 1K and then go buy the stuff that I need.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Incubator or incubatee? I'm not really into that. Can I say, let's just go with neither for me. Gaping Dragon is more of a giant fleshlight, TBH. True? Kind of? True-ish?
Hello there. I am Petrus of Thurland. If not...
Hi.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance.
The bee lady
But I
has
also wanted to know
ovipositors you can
that
get?
it is not
Hang on, are you
only
talking
you.
about the bee lady
Here,
from Final Fantasy?
take this.
No.
As a token
The...
of peace.
I know,
No,
never mind.
go
You're talking
ahead.
about Mortal Kombat.
It's for you.
I realize. Devora, yeah. I don't know why I thought it was chud shit. We said this like, don't Google this if you don't have faint of heart or something. Well, it is just dildos. Like, sex toys. Let's be real, we're all adults here. We can talk about the fact that sex toys exist. I have to Google what is chud shit. What is chud shit? VH Bad Dragon is such a memed company, I wouldn't be surprised if half their sales are gag gifts. They have... It's just the most popular. There's definitely other websites like it, but it's definitely the most popular and, like, has that kind of staying power because of that. Remember the video we watched about making her Foley work? Yeah, for Devora. Honestly, it makes me want to go into Foley even still. Like, I'm certainly not an incredible artist in many capacities, but I do feel like I have a knack for sounds. Maybe it's the echolalia.
Smith, why not? Magnificent. You won't be disappointed.
Yo, I love Foley. I want to learn how to do it. I mean, ASMR is kind of like just brain tingly Foley, right? Wait, we both majored in sound design? I majored in psychology. Never recommend chud shit. Bad Bitch is not a chud? No, Bad Bitch is not a chud. Bad Bitch is probably the opposite of a chud, just in, like, political alignment, I would guess. Let's also get that crest. But no, I did not major in sound design.
Don't get you, neither of...
I never... Thank you. Radical progressive. We love radical progressive. Psychology major MIDI makes so much sense. Yeah. I kind of wear that shit on my sleeve. I'm like exactly the kind of motherfucker to get a psych degree and then go, "Oh shit, I can't use this for anything." Then again, my plan was to go further into like psychotherapy, but the mental health field as a whole is very much about lighting yourself on fire to keep other people warm, and I'm too much of a soft little baby to be able to tank everybody else's troubles for them, unfortunately. I'm okay. I'm like a good friend for talking shit out, I would like to say. But maybe one day I'll go back to school. What is psychology if not the Foley of the brain? True. Wait, hang on. Sound design is just the same. It is the... The sound design of the brain is still sound. Maybe like if you went into ear, nose, and throat. Is this something? I think it's something. Me with my music degree? Riley, don't you still work in the music industry though? Aren't you at least like adjacent to that still? Adjacent? I'm a music admin. Yeah, that will do it. I just gotta clarify. You're working in the psychology industry because all Twitch streamers are chat therapists. That's... Brungo, you know more than anybody on that one. Yeah, it is essentially being a therapist for Twitch chat, which I don't mind. I like being able to be like, guys, let's just... let's tone it in a little bit. I don't mind talking about everything outside of the game, too. The gameplay is merely Subway Surfers. It's Subway Surfers to have an excuse to hang out and chat. But that's fine. I know Bad Bish is also a streamer. And Nos is retired. Self-proclaimed retired, right? I just like being able to chat with other people about their streams and like I just think it's neat. Remember when we were at that concert and the guy in the band said he had a music production degree and everyone cheered and he said that's never happened before? Well, for him it paid off like massively because all of his the Jonathan Scales Orchestra, that guy made some fucking incredible stuff. Like I'm not much of a music person, like on the production side. I have not done like any of that. But all of the work that team put together, it was just, you could feel the heart of the creators in it, and I love that. The real gameplay is the banter along the way. Extremely true. Like, Type A chatters are always going to exist. I am going to use the Grass Crest Shield too. It is just the best in slot for what we're doing. AKA doing a lot of smacking. But yeah, like, Type A chatting is always going to be a thing, and I'm all for it. Because honestly, like, you gotta have something for the... the streamer needs to get some kind of win there, right? At least on the small streamer front. But... we're gonna play stuff. We're gonna play. We're gonna discuss. I just love analyzing art. I probably should have done any other degree but psychology, but I kind of needed it for unraveling the sort of ball of emotions that I was previously. The chill mitts that you see in front of you took a lot of effort. Or at least I would like to think chill. I don't know. Self-proclaimed chill. Respect. Thank you. I think a lot of people just don't think further on their upbringing, and it ends up carrying into their life in many capacities. Oh, okay, the AC is turning on. It's like, the fuck is that squeaking noise? Anyways, I'm also... This weekend, we have a meeting with our landlord. Because our rent, or our rent agreement is coming up. We're going to discuss whether or not we're going to stay here for the next year. And it's looking like we are. It's very unlikely that we move anywhere at this point. But the landlord called Knife earlier today, being like, oh, hey, do you guys want to potentially buy the condo that we're staying at? And I was like, I mean, we do not have the kind of money for it. Hope it goes well. A last break over, back to work. Thank you, Bad Bish. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck back at work. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you have a good rest of your evening. You both walk in the room, say yes, and leave. Pretty much. Yes, we would like to rent again. I just think it's very interesting, because, like, we've only been here in this condo apartment for 8 months now. And them... How much is rent going up by, is the question? Yeah, that's the big question for us. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't want to pay another, like, $150 for this place. Because this place is tiny. Like, I'm sure if we had better organization, things would feel a little less tiny, claustrophobic, cramped. Which it's not a small place. It's like, what, 700 square feet? Not a bad deal, all things considered. But I don't think it's the kind of place that would warrant like $1,300 a month. And I think that this is just kind of me spitballing here. I think that our landlord is trying to get out of real estate a little bit more right now because, you know, markets are pretty damn volatile in a lot of aspects for a lot of reasons. We all know why. all of the Americans here know why. But I'm just like, I don't know how much a mortgage for a place like this is. I think I was looking on Zillow somewhat recently and people were asking for like $350K. And that's crazy. I would love to be able to own my own place one day, but $350K for a place like this? A one bed? That's just off. That's just off the chain. That's too much. Okay, how much can we increase our weight by? It's that high right now? It'll probably get worse. Because I'm going to switch to the dark wood grain ring as soon as we get the opportunity. Okay, that's probably not going to work. Go black leather. Okay, we have a fit kind of going on here. Feels very patches. What's your plan for armor? The gloves are going to stay on 100%. We are going to reinforce the gloves because, I mean, they're light, they give poise. And I think this'll probably be similar to what we're going to rock for most of the game. Really, I just need to join the Covenant that Shiva's in, and then we're going to go down to Blighttown. Because I need to get the Dark Wood Grain Ring. Because the extra iframes for light rolling, like, we don't have a ton of HP anyways. We need as many iframes as possible for our roll. At least that's the current plan. We can wear a bag on our head for a while. Yeehaw iframes. Yes, exactly. What's our poise at? 18? We can take a couple of light hits. And that's probably the extent of it. Am I in online mode? Hang on. Let me double check that, because I do want people to have the opportunity to invade if they so choose, because I don't really care. Oh no! I can get invaded and people can ruin my game or whatever. I'm not really worried about that right now. we're pretty early on in the run in the first place. It's just, it is what it is. Uh-oh. Picked himself clean off the cliff. Let's also get the goofy ass hat, because I think I would like to wear the goofy ass hat over the sack. I'm free, Riley. I'm so glad that you're free. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here, Riley. I hope that the rest of your day goes well. I'm happy to be a work alleviation method. I got killed by a mantis shrimp in Outward today. Is Outward the... I needed to double check that. The rest of yours does too. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Always love seeing you here, Riley. The Arcane RPG I told you about? Like Arcane Studios? Because I think I've seen Outward before, but I can't quite remember. Like Strange Arcane? Oh, okay. Hang on, I'll look at that as soon as I'm done killing this guy. But yeah, I think I've seen Arcane. I have seen Arcane. I've only watched the first season, though. I did not particularly feel compelled to watch more of it. Oh, the misery. Every single League of Legends is my enemy. I was a huge League of Legends fan back in the day. I know Brungo understands. I probably have wasted... I probably could have had any other skill in my life instead of just playing League of Legends for as long as I had. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need to go get an armor set. I'll talk to you, you weird cat. The stone set. Good to have in the back pocket. Probably useful for... or probably going to be useful for us. For 4 kings, perhaps? We'll find out.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me. That cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The
Love
legend
these
of
goofy
Artorius
ass cats.
sought none
They got the horse
but
mouths.
traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect.
I
Go
love
not
that it
yonder
has
knocking
cat
for
sounds
nothing, I say.
underlying all of it.
Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves.
Sorry, I'm just kind of waiting
Wilt thou
for
not join
the
us?
dialogue.
Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
Sure.
I am very glad.
Wow.
And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
Sure, why not? Also, I didn't realize that Outward had mantis shrimp in it. Hang on, let's take a look. Is Outward the one that I'm thinking of? It's in our library, right? Yes. Definitive edition. Is this the one? Oh, it is the one that... Okay, yeah, I remember talking about this now. They got big ones that shoot lightning. Oh, really? Are they lightning shoot? Oh shit, is that really $5 right now? Okay, I can see why so many people own it. Looking at how friends playtime, most people washed out within 5 hours. Several, just off of my friends list at least. Also, the second one is coming out.
And
Oh
he
yeah,
taketh this ring.
I forgot that that was also a
How
thing.
knoweth that ring? It allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must
I mean,
keep
sure.
the golden rule. The clan is thine own affair. To thine kinsmen forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
I love that she speaks in Old English. You know what? Toss that ring on for a second. If we can do Searching for a World to Invade. If we actually get summoned somehow, awesome.
Captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules. You hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors.
I
aren't
love
given a second
Shiva.
chance.
What a just absolute clown character.
That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Him and his big ass sword. What's the release date on the second Outward game, by the way? What is this emote? Is that a penguin rave? Kitty hype. Yeah. We do be getting hype with the cats. We'll just put the hobble ring back on then. July 7th? Really? That close? A little over a month away? I didn't realize. What kind of differences have you seen between the two? Have you seen any? I mean, obviously, if they're making a second game, I hope that they improve on it on the first game at least a little bit. But usually, I mean, Slay the Spire 2 is like a masterpiece. I've only played like 40 hours, and I'm like, wow, they really made Slay the Spire. I didn't think that you could improve on perfection, but there you go. I'm hyped for the Xbox event coming up. I think you mean Xbox. That's not all caps. That's not their brand anymore, Abdarin. Xbox. Xbox, turn on. Does anybody remember the Kinect and how fucking stupid that was? Xbox. Looking forward to anything in particular? Yeah, what's the compelling element of the Xbox event for you? I only remember 360. I did not get the Kinect. I remember seeing the Kinect and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I didn't realize that we could really fuck up the 360 that much. I had a Kinect. The Kinect was really just... Like, were there any good games for the Kinect? Did anybody go, yeah, I really love the Kinect? It feels like a gimmick that you get for... Like, Nintendo made the Wii, and then every company afterwards was like, we gotta cash in on the family value of the Wii. Just Dance, that's about it. Gears of War E-Day? Ooh. I didn't realize they were making more Gears of War stuff. Mostly, I guess. I doubt there'd be Elder Scrolls 6 on there. We have... Abdarin, I love that you're so hopeful. Okay, well. I love that you're so hopeful for that. I hope that it is good. I don't think we're going to be seeing any Elder Scrolls stuff until the year that it's going to be released. I think they're going to announce it... Let me go into my divining. They're going to release it in 2028, and the first time we're going to see anything about it is late spring of 2028. I don't know if it was 2025. Which one won the console war? I mean, I think the PS5 still won that because it actually had exclusives. But even then, all of the exclusives, Sony has been like, actually, we should probably not gate an entire... If we want people to play our games, we probably shouldn't gate them to paying $500 for a piece of hardware. That shit ain't coming out until after David Cage Star Wars comes out. I don't know when David Cage Star Wars is going to come out. Honestly, I would love if David Cage Star Wars became the best piece of Star Wars media. Just because it would be like, this guy? This guy? Every year has a Twitter has a battle between Sony and Xbox, and for the past couple of years, Xbox was winning. Was it really? I would not have expected that. Xbox is too ethical for Sony. I don't think that's a... I think that's a level of cope. I don't think any of these companies are ethical. I don't think that any of them are ethical in any way. They're out to hire a bunch of people, have them finish a game, have it get like an 87, and then fire 90% of the staff. Are they going back to gating them? I think they are. But also, I'm not buying a new console like that. If I were to call one of them ethical, it wouldn't be Microsoft. It is definitely not Microsoft. Microsoft is not an ethical company at this point. Xbox is just more ethical, at least. It does so many pro-consumer moves. I would hard disagree. Not Microsoft, just Xbox. They still lay off a substantial amount of their company because they don't hit these arbitrary guidelines, you know? Like, I would never insinuate that any of these companies are ethical. Sony and Xbox both do that. Oh, they both do, but I'm not gonna take one side. I'm gonna say they both suck. New Xbox CEO said AI bad and reduced Game Pass by 10% after upping it by 300. That's exactly my point, Brungo. They're gonna be like, okay guys, we're gonna take a step back. We've got the backlash, you know. We understand. It's still a 20% price increase, and also the two lower tiers are worse, but we decreased the price. The bad things both do, they cancel each other out. Xbox, on top of that, has actual consumer ethical things they do. Darn, I think that that's a level of cope. I would not be taking the side of a multi-billion-dollar corporation in any capacity. I would be like, okay, well, you know, this game is good. I think that's as far as I would go. You should stop fighting for a company that does not give a shit about you. I would advise the same. Not coping, I'm just saying exclusives are anti-consumer and bad. But exclusives are what sell their consoles. Let's go down to Blighttown. For real though, I think Game Pass is a pretty good service. Xbox just ranks lower because the only reason to want an Xbox console is exclusives when PC gaming is better in all respects. Exactly. And what company has the primary market share on gaming? On PC gaming? I'm gonna say it's primarily Microsoft. And not because they're good, it's because they're like, what are the other options? You go Linux or you go Apple. And like Linux, you have to learn yourself, which, I mean, the modularity, one of these days I'm going to learn Linux. I'm going to. I keep saying that, but I'm going to. Just because I hate being beholden to these corporations making their product just so much worse.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. If you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
Not fighting for the company, I'm just fighting for anti-consumerism. Exclusives aren't good for you, though. Who cares? That's the point. Consoles are anti-consumer abuse. It's a Steam-type monopoly. Steam has won simply by being, like, a decent enough product for so long.
Goodbye, then.
And then Epic, like, does anybody hold Epic in high regards at all? I have an Epic account so that I can get my free game, and then I close out Epic for the next, I don't know, probably like month and a half, because I look at what they offer and I go, that's not very good. I'm not really interested in Dungeons and Dragons themed idle game. Microsoft isn't a monopoly by force. It's just the market, like Steam being on top of the PC market. I would disagree with that. I don't think I know enough to be able to give you good counterpoints, but I would disagree with that. D&D idle game would go so hard, though. Yes, I got my level 3 boo! Fuck! My level 6 Jaheira bikini outfit. You guys just don't understand. I need to drop $7,000 so that I can get my hang on, what's his name? Savarok beach skin. Saravok, that's the name. Not I can get my level 17 Volo. I'm trying to remember as much as I can from Forgotten Realms, and I've ingested enough of it, but I do not remember. Him wearing a swimsuit but still having a helmet on is making me laugh. Oh, it would that is absolutely how it would be. You can go to other operating systems and there's countless people saying use Linux. There's just no, like, immediate user-friendly option that isn't already also a monopoly, like a big major company or open source software that you have to learn yourself. Like, how long have people used Windows for? Like, Windows has been a powerhouse in the market for at least my entire life. That's where people have problems with it, you know? Can somebody play some Britney for me? Because we are toxic. Saw the recent Xbox fan poll thing. I'm gonna join it probably. But it's how Banjo is chosen as one of the most desired IPs to return. Asha directly created this initiative where fans are voting on stuff directly. It's cool AF and controlled. I mean, again, I would advise not being too much of an individual to say, wow, this company is really cool and cares about what I have to say, because they don't. It's just whatever they think will make them the most money. So don't fall for the illusion that they actually care about what you want the most. They care about what will make the most money. That's always the case. Like, being excited for Elder Scrolls and all of, what else is Microsoft making? Gears of War? Is that it? Being excited for the IPs that Microsoft owns that haven't been touched in decades finally coming back is completely understandable, because, you know, if you have an appreciation for it, everybody likes new stuff in it. That's the thing, they don't care. But individually they do. They're all doing their job. Not one person can make Xbox not care more about profit, or any company, even worse. I mean, this is just what late stage capitalism gets us. The best we can do is vote with our wallet. So I do. I vote with my wallet and I say I would like to avoid spending my money places where my desires are going to be abused. You know? And it's fine, again, it's fine to be interested and desire these new things from these companies. But don't pretend like they care about what you have to say other than what is the opportunity for us to make the most money from this individual. Can you please throw the fireball just a little bit higher? Okay, well. Saying individually, on a personal level, Asha is probably a real human being and a decent person, but got to where she is by prioritizing profit. I would not say that anybody is a good... anybody that's that high up in the C-suite, I can't say is a good person without doing some incredible research. I'm somebody that likes to think that we live in a world where we can have a high trust society, but I do not have faith in that. They're not literally absolutely more about profit over complete ethic things. I can't give you specific points, but the way that I feel about these corporations, like, this is just we're not arguing over anything real right now. We're saying my doll is cooler than your doll. Let's acknowledge that. But the way that I feel about this, no more Xbox talk. Shades of Grey, Shades can be really the corporation. The vibes are down? Okay. If we'll talk about... if Daft is requesting it, we'll move on as well. We're down in Blighttown, though. To go... is Shiva down here? Oh, hi, there he is. Let's talk about how great Blighttown is instead. Uh-oh. Well... you know, this is what makes vibes down. Thought it was another conversation. I just think that... one, we're gonna respect what Daft is requesting. Two... We don't gotta dick ride the multi-billion-dollar corporation. We'll just move on and say we agree to disagree, at least today. We can maybe come back to it another time, but right now, man, you know, there's one thing that they don't tell you about over-the-ear headphones. They get me really hot. Like, this room does get a little toastier, but I didn't realize just how much covering up the ears just gets... Is this why I'm always so cold? Is it because I have big-ass ears? Like, look at this. I got fat ears. Want a fan? I don't want to disrupt my audio quality. I'm like, t-shirt fine. Like a fennec fox? I am. I'm exactly like a fennec fox. I have fat-ass ears so that I can regulate my heat in a desert environment. What a novel concept. Heat goes out through the ears. Yeah. Very interesting that way. Get you a guy to fan you and feed you grapes. Look, I don't make that much money. Darn, I gotta ask, why the big Hassan emotes? I'm just curious. Big creature? Is that the relevant? Just like gigantify a lot? I mean, that's fair. Big emote. I will not, loud equals funny. That is exactly it. Big equals funny. It's my preferred way to donate. Don't find it funny. I mean, that's fair. Or like what the emote is. Just big plus bits. I do like the big emotes. I'm probably never gonna change the big and not all of them are funny, but big duck ass is extremely funny. The big duck ass is, that thing cracks me up every time I see it, whether it's big or small. Just a giant purple creature throwing that thing back. You know, I think we've made a little bit more progress than I thought we were going to today. After throwing myself in the meat grinder that is Capra Demon, I did not level up. Good. Okay. Anyways, after throwing myself in the meat grinder that is Capra Demon, I was not expecting to... Oh man, I gotta fucking... I just realized I gotta... There's Mildred. I gotta go boost my Pyromancy Flame to max, and then we'll deal with I think it's... What's her name? Quaylana? Yeah, I think it is Quaylana. I still want you to play Dread Delusion. But when do you pick the random game, by the way? Monthly? It is not monthly. The way that we do it is we go it after beating X amount of games. Right now it's 2. I think it'll probably, at some point, change to every 2 games that we play, which one would be streamer's choice, one would be chat choice. We'll pull do 2 streamers choice this time, but I think the games are going to be fast. Yeah, like Resident Evil 2, between Resident Evil 1, it took, I think, like, I want to say 9 hours for maybe like 12 hours. It took like 4 streams to do Jill and Chris' side. And Pragmata was like a week and a half. I think Pragmata is probably going to be the longest game that we play on the wheel for a minute. So I would say we'll probably do another raffle pick in I would say a week and a half maybe. Oh, hang on. I need to... What's the Garshasp? I need to add that to the list. I was in the middle of something. Garshasp. Garshasp. Daft. Sorry, I just... The idea of Daft trying to find the worst games for me to play cracks me the fuck up. Oh, you mean Garshasp the Beast Slayer? Do you want me to read off the full title every time? Because I will if that's what you so desire. Yeah? Okay, well. Garshasp the Beast Slayer. If that one wins, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna want to blow my shit off smooth. Daft tends to find some absolute dog shit games that land in the category of, damn, I do not want to play this, but I do want to watch somebody else play it. Well, I have good news. Okay. What's the good news? I'm gonna say it earlier, but the chat was going too fast. That's fine. One review is, this is by far the shortest game I've ever played. The whole game is under 2 hours, and that is with cutscenes and credits. What? 2 hours? How much is that shit? How much is Garshasp the Beast Slayer? You didn't go through 10 years of Beast Slayer school for you to call him Mr. Garshasp? You got a doctorate in beast slaying. Unfortunately, that's been a degree that's kind of been out of fashion for like 100 years now. It's $4.99. Oh, thank God. How much in student loans did Garshasp the Beast Slayer get in How much do you think it costs to get your doctorate in beast slaying? Is that a private college kind of deal? It was a scholarship. Oh, was it like a merit scholarship? They saw, damn, he's so good at beast slaying. He knows what he's about. We gotta get this Dr. Garshasp the Beast Slayer. I love the idea of getting a doctorate and just being like, yeah, I'm a doctor. Well, what are you a doctorate of? Political philosophy. When was the last time you used your degree? Never? I got my doctorate in underwater basket weaving. Why is that one the one that all of the people that say, you shouldn't go to college? Why is that one the one that everybody picks on? It's real Dr. Politics. That's true. Dr. Politics is real. I don't know why I picked an actual doctorate. One that people usually do to become like Congress people, or at least used to. Now it's like you have a podcast and sexual abuse allegations. Oof. But yeah, why is underwater basket weaving the one that they always make up? They're like, you got your degree in philosophy. When the fuck are you gonna use philosophy? I don't know. Like, ethics is kind of important. It's like getting a degree in underwater basket weaving. Unfortunately, doing underwater basket weaving will be the most highly prized degree. At least along the coast, am I right? I just can't stop thinking about Mr. Bomberman's, H Bomber Guy's video, just debunking pretty much everything that Ben Shapiro has ever said. Why is Ben Shapiro like that? Just looked up where that joke came from. It's kind of just a common turn of phrase for no reason, I think. Is it really? Just a joke about getting a useless degree? I don't think it's useless to go to college as well, regardless of the degree. Like, you may not get a job from it, but college is about, like, learning how to learn and apply yourself in a more professional setting, typically. And it's okay to not go to college, especially with the price tag associated with it right now. Like, my ass would not have, I would not have gone through college if I was not getting half of it paid for. And even then, I walked away with $18K in debt. Which, fortunately, I am not carrying around anymore. Unfortunately, it's in a degree that requires more schooling to actually be applicable to anything. Might have stolen AAVE. Did it really? Hang on, please elaborate on that. It all circles back to stealing AAVE. Anything the little Ikes decide to popularize. Like, what was it? Is Phantom Tax the one I'm thinking of? First reference of it being written on Wikipedia, anyways, is according to a 1953 article in the Boston Globe on Hepster lingo. Any snap course in school is underwater basket weaving. Hipster lingo? It's a very outdated term for what I'm talking about. Good to know. Yeah, but more educated people are just more interesting anyways. I would generally agree with that, actually. Oh, let me do a stretch. I would generally agree that the more educated that you are, the more interesting you can be. I would say it raises the floor. Just generally. Because there are some motherfuckers that get their degree in whatever. And then they end up being some of the most bland people that you ever meet. Or they're, they're an MBA. The more things you know, the more things you have to say, which isn't necessarily related to education, but it's the easiest way to know things. Exactly. Like, you either know it through experience or education. So you gotta have one of the two.
Hello again. Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest. But while you are here, how about some equipment? I love collecting these things, but I can only keep so many. And you know, you are a friend. I'll sell them cheap.
What does he even have for sale? I'll sell them cheap, says the guy that wants... I mean, these are weapon drops. I don't know if you can get this Shodel anywhere else. I know that you can get the Uchi from the Undead Merchant. Washing Pole, I think this is an exclusive. Demon's Great Axe we already have. Claw, I think, is also. And then the Eastwood Grain Ring. Like, none of it is cheap. I don't remember how I beat these guys down here. Let's just get my ass whooped a couple of times. Or can I even do that? I want the Dark Wood Grain Ring, but I don't know if I fuck it up if these guys stay here. Let's do a quick Google search. Dark Wood Grain Ring. Fextra Life Wiki. Fuck you, Fextra Life. The fandom wiki? Why do all of the Wikipedias actually suck? There's like one good Wikipedia. DS1 wiki. Not the Fextra Life. Darksouls.wiki. Yeah, that's the one. Go to the wiki dot. Thank you. I just always forget. More iframes, 14 compared to 12. Faster recovery, 8 frames compared to 12. While flipping across lava, you take roughly half as much damage from lava as you would when you run. Join the Covenant. Kill the ninja and he will drop this ring. Remember that attacking the ninja and the death of the ninja, even if you don't kill it directly, will break the Covenant, making Shiva hostile too. Be prepared. Use Homeward Bone to quickly leave after looting the ring. Once you absolve your sins and rejoin the Covenant, he will be selling his wares as if nothing happened. Wow, incredible. Oops. I did not mean to do that, but I guess that's what we're doing now. Buddy, you're kind of getting jobbed.
You poor fool. You.
Thought that was intentional. Nope, I just tried to click back into the window. You know what I also haven't done? I need to alt-tab back into the window specifically, because I've fucked... My window is all kinds of messed up. This is just one of those moments, huh? I'm so sorry. It's it hates being alt-tabbed. Windowed. Make it full screen, please. There we go. But yeah, I did not mean to just murder the guy, but let me take a sippy here. Ow. He's trying... What is he trying to do? The fuck was it? What are you... What is he doing? Ow. Does he have a pyromancy flame? There we go. Humanity, Dark Wood Grain Ring. There we go. Perfect. Changes rolling action. So we're gonna get rid of the pants, probably 25%, right? Pants do we change into then? Nope. Wow. So 3.5 too heavy. 3.0? Nope. Sorry, it's always difficult getting the calculations. It's 25%. And with only 61 in the first place, we're... Holy. 1.6 is the lightest that we can put on that. So chest piece, probably like... Oh man, are we really rocking the 2.7? What's 61.2 times 0.25? Math is hard. Calculator, please. 61.2 times 2.25. 15.3. We are 0.3 off. Okay, so we're gonna be poiseless, essentially. So don't get hit, forehead. Is it the leather gloves that is the best that we can wear here? Pretty much these, yeah. Alright, well, we're one step closer. I think the Hovel Ring is generally what people rock. But I've always wanted an excuse to use the Dark Wood Grain Ring. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's also run back up, level up our Pyromancy Flame as much as possible. We'll come back down, do that again. Do the whole run back down here. We'll probably just Homeward Bone, actually. If I can avoid dying, that would be pretty neat. But yeah, Soul Level 1, I think most people rock the Hovel Ring. Just because the Hovel Ring is generally one of the best. Just raising your equip load at all is effectively, I don't know, like a 20% boost to your... 20% boost to your defense stats, like all of them, or whatever defense stat is priority. Thought. Be gone, thoughts! This head is empty. I got my brain looking like a chicken breast up here. There are no wrinkles. Botoxing my brain. gotten into a terrible habit of typing thought instead of thought. You know, you gotta have your shorthand somewhere, right? But also it is quite funny. Thought. Sorry, I've kind of run out of steam. I think I may need a fan knife. Do we have one that I could borrow for the rest of the stream? It gets surprisingly toasty in here with having a light on you. I bring you one. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Using both of them right now because I'm greedy. Completely understandable. It does get pretty hot this time of day. It gets mighty toasty. Thank you. I do need it. Thank you. I'm just gonna try and avoid having it too high. Does that influence the mic at all? Do a quick check here. No, the mic doesn't pick that up. At least not when I'm not talking. Let me know if it is just terrible audio experience. I can't hear it. That's exactly what I wanted to hear, actually. Is there any mostly dead or very non-stream genre that used to be bigger that you wish had a comeback? Yes. Real-time strategy games. Knife and I had the exact same thought there. I miss old school RTS games. It's all just MOBA. MOBA is not nearly as interesting to me. Like, I like MOBAs, but it's like exactly the Skinner box. I miss it. I miss the storytelling that people would tell, like, oh, you gotta go build an army here now. Knife likes Age of Empires. I do. I don't think I ever played Age of Empires. I was a What's up? Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
I miss old StarCraft, Warcraft. StarCraft 2, like, towards the end, I was like, I don't really give a shit about these expansions. Waiting, like, a decade between each campaign kind of kills the momentum that you build in the story. It's like eating the exact same food for years. We don't only want MOBA. Exactly. There are so many options. An Age fan? Fun to see my history guys in it. Age of Empires 3 is my favorite, and Age of Mythology. You know, I haven't played...
Come back if you find anything new.
I didn't really touch Age of Empires or Age of Mythology, but those probably are my kind of game as well. I just feel like the sweatiness of a lot of RTS is kind of what kicks people away from it. Hope Blueprints kicks off copycats. I would love for more, well, Blueprints likes.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe.
I played Warcraft 3 in the 2010s. Really?
I can teach you poem.
I mean, I think that the...
Goodbye then.
I think that the base Warcraft 3 plus Frozen Throne are worth playing. Even to this day, I think that they're a good time.
Oh, hello. Oh,
I played Warcraft 3, I think in like 2007 and later. And then that's what made me get into World of Warcraft. Puzzle games like Myst. Ooh, yeah. I love them all, but not so much 4. Been trying to get into it. I play a ton of Civ offline now, as like, because those games aren't good stream games. They're just like, I turn my brain off and have some, they're primary monitored like whittling type activities of like, I'm getting better at whittling, but this run was absolute dog shit.
goodbye then. Come back if...
+9. Do I need to get it to +10? Let's go kill Butterfly. I'm going back and forth here a ton, but I don't really care about... We're just gonna go back and forth. Oh, I think I can get my club up to +10 now, too. I definitely need to see about upgrading all of my equipment. Because at some point, we're just going to run into the fact that we have upgraded everything that we can, and there's, like, no other use for souls. I think I would really... What's another genre that I would really like to see more of? Can we get some more, like, Portal-likes that are actually well-written? Because Portal is really, really good. People generally really like Portal. And for good reason. I like Antechamber, but it doesn't have what I'd call a story. Oh yeah, there is Antechamber. Thomas is alone, or Thomas was alone type stuff. Also a very good game, I would say. A game that I have never played as well. Oh, I need to update the spreadsheet. Oops, almost falling off the map there. But yeah, what other genres do I really find compelling? I want more Dead Space 2s. I don't know if I would qualify... Like, that's just good third-person action with really satisfying combat. And again, I think I liked Pragmata. I just did not like the hacking minigame. And I really liked the way that the guns kind of felt proper survival horror also. Yeah. I don't feel like we really encounter proper survival horror. Like, RE7, RE8, RE9. Well, maybe not 9 so much. But I liked the fixed camera angles. I want some more fixed camera angle proper survival horror. Or more games kind of in the same genre as Silent Hill as well. Hello, Butterfly. Dav made me play through Silent Hill 2. I think it was like 2021, 2022. And that game definitely holds up. That game fucks tremendously. The old PS2 one. There was a big survival horror game that was like Dino Crisis. I think, what's the name of that one, Daft? I think Dino Crisis is a really funny game because it's really hard to take seriously. Just in the base premise. But then again, trying to remember. If you remember, please. Hey, can you rest for me, Moonlight Butterfly? There we go. Beat the shit out of this butterfly. Okay, well, I walked back into it. That's on me. But yeah, I like the fixed camera angle survival horror. What was the game that I watched Brungo play? The one that I can't remember the name of it. It's the one with the title on the splash screen. Okay, well, I didn't realize that would go through the wall. Galarians? Yes. Galarian. Now that game is really silly. I want more just absolutely off-the-wall bullshit like that. That's what I think a lot of early gaming had a lot of charm in, was like a lot of the older Japanese developed titles like that just had so much charm to them. Just because they were off the wall. Please don't explode. And they just said, I'm going to tell this story. I don't care if it is absolutely off the... I don't care if it's unhinged and unapproachable. Have you seen anything on Mina the Hollower? I have not. What is Mina the Hollower, Daft? A new game from the Shovel Knight devs? Yo, hang on. Let me look at that right now, actually. Is it on Steam? I imagine so. Mina the Hollower. Take control of Mina, a renowned hollower hurtled into a desperate mission to rescue a cursed land, whip foes, burrow through the ground, and explore a pixel-perfect world in Mina the Hollower. Brand new game from the Shovel Knight devs. Oh, that looks interesting. May 28th. It comes out in an hour, Daft. What? Okay, I'll toss that on the wish list. Interesting. It's got good reviews. It is releasing in 1 hour. Yeah. Well, learning about it before it releases is good, even if it is 1 hour. Thought it was tomorrow. Hell if I know. Hell if I know the reasoning behind that. You know, I would like more, tough as nails games like, the Metroidvania genre. Metroidvania isn't dead, but I want some of the, like, older school Castlevanias where it's just like, I'm going through a level. Releasing it on a Thursday is kind of weird. I thought Tuesdays were typically release days, or am I mistaking Tuesdays for Thursdays? I'm probably mistaken on that. Tuesday is normally the day. Tuesday is usually when they do updates. I don't know about releases. I swear it was Tuesdays. Was typically for releases as well.
My, that's a rare ember you have there.
Maybe that's why Steam does update day that day.
It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Sure.
Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Slam out all of my repairs. I do need to reinforce. Can I even repair or reinforce this? I mean, it is worth it. It doesn't go up by much, but each little bit does contribute. And then can I upgrade the sack at all too? I can. It goes up by 0.6. Gotta update the front page with all the porn games. The porn game, I would say epidemic, is absurd. And the worst part is just so many of them are just absolute slop. Like literally AI slop. Some of them I look at and I'm like, well, this is probably not for me, but there's at least like heart and soul, or at least fluids put into it. Porn game COVID hit. Oh man. I don't really know what you mean. Like, it is COVID for porn games, or during COVID, the porn games really hit? Because they're, I mean, Fuda, Dick and Dash, COVID for porn games. It is COVID for porn games. They don't make this shit. It's all got brain worms. Quick, take ivermectin for the AI slop that they put on the front page. Fucking Fight Island? That's a great name. AI is taking the jobs of the horny. Fight and Fuck? Fight and Fuck Island is an incredible name. We do need to kill AI exclusively so that we don't have these gooning motherfuckers
Goodbye then. Come.
jerking it to things that aren't even, like, made by people. Just a scraped, put together amalgam of some creature fucking another creature. And that's fine. I don't really care about furry stuff. Unless it's AI generated, then I go, come on. If you can't be bothered to... We gotta move beyond that. We gotta move beyond AI gooning. I'm an artisanal gooner, okay? I only the finest handcrafted gooner material is what I'm after. I want to know that there's one guy in his basement. I need to turn this off right now, actually. I need to know that there's one guy in his basement spending hours on the animations that they make. And they deserve to be paid more. Everybody deserves to be paid more. Mitchell goons to Axe Killer in a bind. Which one is that? Is that the lesbian one, Daft, that you tell me to check out every now and then? Because I don't think I've looked at that one very much at all. Back in my day, we just had characters that were definitely made to goon to, and then you went on Rule 34 or whatever. Sure, it's a Christine Love game. That does not help me. I do not know who Christine Love is. She made Hate an Analog Story. That also doesn't really help. That is an indie dev that I'm not. A visual novel. Okay. Visual novels that I am not familiar with. Bitch, get you some culture? I'm sorry, I have culture, kind of. Mostly I just kind of like live in my own little world, unfortunately. Daph, were you there when I talked about seeing SLC Punk? Knife and I watched that this last week. Is Dark Souls culture? I mean, now it is. Dark Souls is definitely culture now. I don't think so. That's a good movie. It is. It's the movie that made me go, man, I should start reviewing stuff on my Letterboxd again. Because boy howdy, that it's a great piece just to sort of indict an entire generation. Do I have my... I do. Perfect.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are
That
you
I
too
do.
one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon?
Guy who's only played Dark Souls. This looks a lot like Elden Ring. What's up, Yelnats?
Yes,
Good to see you
of course.
around.
It should be expected.
This looks
Very well.
this FromSoft game looks a
You should be
lot
my
like
pupil,
Elden
but
Ring.
to pursue my pyromancy,
I think they stole this from
you must
Elden Ring.
give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
Let's buy another combustion. When will they make a too hard? This shit is stealing from Sekiro. I guess they did. They did make it too hard. I think it's also called Elden Ring.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago.
How have you been
He was
doing,
a man
Yelnats? What have you been
almost
up
as
to?
bungling as you. In
Been a
your
minute.
world, he was
Elden
called
Ring, is it
Saruman,
too
Master
long?
Pyromancer.
You can
Little
say that one
rascal
again.
Really made something of himself. Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
It's long and hard. Been learning things, studying up on various knowledges. Hell yeah. Are you gonna make some AI Gooner stuff for me? Are you going further into software dev to become a porn game artiste? Look, you never know. Anybody can undergo an arc, right? Actually trying to do some hardware stuff? Oh, hell yeah. That's super cool. I hope that that continues to go well for you, man. I know that I've been missing the streams, but know that you've had stuff on the go, so. You even bought a book from the library? Wait, you can buy books from the library? Hey, don't look at this. Wow. Wowzers. They got boobies in this game? Speaking of Gooner shit. Wow, wee wah. 10 legs, the perfect woman. Exactly. I only want my women with multiple legs and a spider. This is artisanal goon shit, though. It is! If there's one thing to know about Miyazaki, it's that he is an artisanal gooner. He's all about disabled women, aka blind women, and feet. Who made Totoro made this? Yeah. You gotta do one for the directors, and then you gotta do one for yourself. This one was for the directors. He did Totoro because he wanted to. The directors really said, show me the fat-titted... Show us the spider, bottom half spider lady with some absolute fat bazongas. Zoom in on that shit. I'm not interested unless it's got a spider. Remember when that dude went to his son's first animated movie and shit talked it instantly when he walked out? Hang on, what movie? What dude are you referring to in this instance, Daft? Stomach. I did it. What movie are you referring to? Hayao Miyazaki? I did not... I don't think I've heard about this story, actually. Oh yeah, it did suck, though? Totoro, dude? Okay, okay. That's so fucking funny. I just love the idea of showing up, walking out and being like, Arthur, you got this film. Son, you made this? Don't bother coming home tonight. You're sleeping in the office until you get some... until you make some better schlop than this. Homeward Bone. His son at the time was 75. It probably happened for real, though. Probably. Just a young baby, 75-year-old. He was just a kid. He was just a kid. He had so much of his life ahead of him. He was just a boy. No older than my son.
What have we here? Are you a new servant?
I'm just I can't imagine having kids. I can't imagine being 75 years old.
Have audience with our fair lady.
Well, maybe one day I'll get there.
Mind your manners.
Maybe. Let's donate a bunch of these as well. I think I only have to donate 10? You will get there someday? I don't think so. I don't think I'm making it to 75. If I make it past 52... If I make it past 52, I'll be happy. I want to kick someone I don't like from my Discord server, but I don't want to explain why. I think you can just do that. I think you can just kick them. You could block them and then kick them. And then... don't worry about it until it comes back up. There's a reason you have to give. It's the law. Just put a space in there. Put 3 dots. I want to live at least slightly past 80. Have to make it to 420, 2069. You know what? That's a perfect goal. You know, I would love it if I can make it to 420 2069. Then I'm blowing my shit off smooth. Thank God they added the humanity offer as well. Wait, did she not give me... Oh man, is it really 30? I think it's 30 for the shortcut, but... Anyways. Yeah, I want to... I would love if I could make it to 2069. How many years is that now? 43? I gotta make it to 71, guys. Do not ask where I'm gonna go shopping 4/19, 2069. I'll be fucking dead before that. Daft will die in a tragic, anger-induced cardiac event. I'll say something along the lines of, man, I really miss when we had real coffee and not soy calf, and he's gonna go, what? You fucking hated coffee, and then keel over from a heart attack. Maybe it's true. I give Daft a reason to live, but I also give Daft a reason to fucking have a cortisol go off the chain. All right, let's get out of here. Get this poison off of me. I can't believe we're already to Sen's Funhouse. I did not think that we would be just absolutely trucking along like this. If we can make it through Anne Orlando in the next... Well, we'll probably make it through Anne Orlando next stream. We might be able to make it through Sen's Funhouse today. Oh, also, tomorrow, stream is probably gonna go from like 6 p.m. EST to 8 p.m. EST instead of the typical 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST, because I'm pretty sure that my tabletop group is getting back together again, because we've been doing off time. D&D time, yeah, exactly. Although I think we're playing Draw Steel, the Matt Colville system, which I have mixed feelings on currently. I think I'd need to play it more, but it just feels like... My biggest gripe with it is it just feels like it's very combat oriented, and the combat takes a long time. It's easier to say D&D than everyone knows what you mean. Yeah, exactly. It's easy to just say, it's my D&D night. We'll do 2 hours. I think we might be... If we're doing 2 hours, we should be able to get through... in Orlando in that time. I kind of want to try and do all bosses. So we'll probably fight Gwendolyn as well. At least that's my intention. What other bosses would I be missing? There's not... Like, Gaping Dragon is kind of like the only optional boss, really. Oh, am I gonna do the DLC? The DLC is gonna be... I'm less familiar with it and just less good at dealing with it. So it may be a minute. Bring me Artorias. I can try. I don't know if we'll be able to do... I think he's weak to fire damage, actually. We might be in an okay position then. I think Calamite would actually be harder than Artorias, though. Calamite is kind of a pain in the ass boss.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why?
That makes sense. It's Abyss corrupted.
What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it. I see. I suppose I was mistaken. In any case, I definitely trust you.
I'm sorry, Laurentius.
Forget that I said anything.
I hate doing this to my boy. It makes him so sad, but otherwise he just fucking
Come.
goes and beefs it. He goes and becomes hollow. I can't do that to my boy. No one gets good endings here. No, if it's a FromSoft game, the ending at best is like bittersweet 90% of the time. At absolute best, it's like, well, they got what they wanted and then promptly met their end. They promptly died, never to be seen again. Sorry, I'm trying to decide whether or not... I think I'm going to have to make a lightning and a fire club. Protect me from what I want and all that? Yes. It is certainly a case of protecting... Once you finally get everything you've ever wanted, what do you do from there? Do you just stagnate? Do you just become that which you never thought you would be in the first place? Go crazy and die, I guess? Yeah, kinda. Fuck it, go crazy and die. Become a Dionysus type figure.
Go get yourself.
I'm the Forlorn Warrior, or whatever they call him. Crestfallen? I mean, the Crestfallen Warrior... My favorite part about the Crestfallen Warrior in this game is that he's just kind of there to tell you what to do prior to getting the Lord Vessel, and then Frompt shows up. And he goes, I fucking hate this snake, man. And leaves and goes hollow. He's like, this thing, I hate this fucking snake. I hate this giant-ass snake piece of shit. I mean, I hate it too. I mean, Frompt and Koth are easily the weakest parts of the game. They go, ah, yes. Yeah, we were told the prophecy. It makes me go, what would... If Miyazaki were rewriting this game, what would he change? What would he do? What would everybody do here? The fact that they never bring them back in any way is a big indicator. I think they are... They feel like creatures that had more... Like, they were more involved. At some point, but I can't say what or why. Nobody really brings them up. Nobody likes talking about them. They're just kind of there. My favorite kind of story progression characters. Are they there to... I don't know. To me, it's a case of, like... Are they there just to simplify things for the player so that they know what the fuck to do after Anor Londo, because otherwise you kind of are just left to your own devices. You just start re-exploring areas. You go back to Firelink Shrine and hear Prompt snore for 2 hours, and you go, the fuck is that thing? And then you go over and go, oh, that's a weird-ass snake. A weird-ass creature. Don't know why it exists. Don't know what it does. I love seeing this guy eat shit with the boulder. Let me in. I do not want to get hit by the boulder, please. It looks like grandma, the fucking thing. Exactly. I mean, I love Dark Souls. I have a lot of love for this game and, like, whatever the fuck it is doing. But I can recognize that the last, I'll say, third of the game after Anor Londo is kind of, like, really hard to... It's really hard to top the spectacle. Although I do really like the way that they bring back Anor Londo in Dark Souls 3. Turning it into the ice area, Boreal Valley type beat. Kind of fun. Kind of fun, kind of interesting. Send this shit right out. We've gotten that opened up. Do I really need... we'll go talk to him anyways. Whatever. But I do understand the critiques that people have with Dark Souls 3 being like, oh, remember this area? I do think that the spin that they put on it is enough to be like, guys, we gotta let things die.
I am Luke. I have a bright mold in this place.
Hi, Big Hat Logan. I wonder why they call him that.
Oh, and perhaps... Oh.
I mostly just want the soul down here. My guy. I mean, sorcery is the easy thing, right? Kind of. Like, learning spacing is proper, but after that, it's just like, okay, do the big blasty. Do the big bongo blast. Big ass Logan. BBL Logan. They call him BBL because big bootied Logan. Heavy is the head that wears the big hat. Extremely true. I did make you do a magic run for my own interest. I mean, the magic run is kind of fun. It's certainly different than the other runs. Like, for holy stuff, you don't really get blaster stuff. It's mostly utility. Pyromancy is a pretty, like, close range kind of like mixed in the same way that holy is. Holy does get a couple of nice things though. And then they added hexes into... I think hexes are like the most interesting thing that they add into. I think them making pyromancy's costs like take specific stats is kind of interesting. based on the spell. But I do like having a magic system that is the only real cost investment is... Ow. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that this guy would come down with me. Oops. The most interesting thing they did was adaptation. Don't lie to me. Well, it is the most interesting. Probably the most hated, but it is interesting to make your iframes and your everything be tied to a stat. I mean, getting rid of resistance was probably a great idea. They should have just made it luck, which they did in 3, if I remember correctly. Like, hate that fucking mantis shrimp. Fucking hate him. Are you dying to the lightning mantis shrimp, Daft? Is he kicking your ass? Anyways, what was I saying? Adaptation. I'm glad that they got rid of it immediately in the next games, but it's just not... I don't want my iframes related to a stat, because it just makes it so that that stat is core. It was only once that set off a large series of events that fucked me over worse and worse. You never know which domino is going to be the one to cause the cascade. And you love it that way. Or at least I do. How will things get that much worse for me? A shrimp-based Rube Goldberg machine of fuckery. Hell yes. This time was this mantis shrimp sneaking up on me while fighting bandits? How did it sneak up on you? You'd think a giant mantis shrimp would not be that sneaky. At least that's what I would think. I was fighting dudes. It was behind me. Well, that's fair. The heat of battle tends to make things a little harder to pay attention to. The minor details, at least. Minor details, like being able to decipher what kind of pickaxe opened up a hole. I don't know what I mean by this, but don't think on it too much. Hi, Big Snake Man. Can you get out of my way, please? I can't even see you when I'm parrying. Can you please get the fuck out of my way? Have I sufficiently proven dominance here? Hello, sir. I just want my souls. I just want to go home to my wife. Please. Daft, are there new Final Fantasy expansion stuff? Have we been drip fed any more stuff? I feel like we haven't because Bo hasn't popped in to say hi or talk about it. There has not been any new information to my recollection. Not until July. Oh, July will be a month for sure. The month of all time. Can't wait. Love to hear it. I love just how fucking loud the firebomb is. It's just... Can we get some way too danks in chat, please? Because it's really fucking loud. Way too dank? Thank you. Thank you. I needed that after hearing it twice. After having it blow out my ears. Am I gonna spend Titanite chunks on this? I don't think so. Getting nuked like Jerma? It's very much in the same vein, yeah. Isn't that a known bug in Devil May Cry 2? Not Devil May Cry 2, but Devil May Cry as well. Yes. A known bug that they haven't fixed either. That's the funniest part to me. That was 3. Just very funny to me. Oops. I did not realize I was entirely out of stamina there. The green management, pretty bad today. That's fine. I think the plan, what I'm going to plan on doing is we're going to finish Sen's Funhouse today. And then we will stop. We'll leave Anne Orlando for tomorrow. I think I can do Anne Orlando in 2 hours. I think. Copium. Then again, I kind of know what I'm doing, generally. Even if that hasn't fully been showcased today. Famous last words. True, true. Very famous last words. Me? Gone Gaga. Get out of here. What rapier is this again? I cannot remember. I've always wanted to make a... rapier run work, but I've never been able to actually... Rickards. There we go. Thank you, Daft. I've always wanted to make a Ricard's rapier run work, or just a rapier run work, but the Uchigatana and then the Great Scythe are also just so tempting. Like, if I'm gonna use a high dex weapon, having the bleed attached is pretty nice. Certainly well appreciated. Sorry, somebody just pulled in and was just absolutely bumping their music, and I was trying to decipher what it was. I am not aware. The funny things you can do with this game is force to regard the rapier animation set on a different weapons. Hang on, what? Is that what that was? Yes. Yes, it was. Knife, how do you do that? How do you put the rapier moveset onto other weapons? I don't believe I am aware. What's up, dude?
What? Who are you? And I'm dead. I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So
Imagine being this guy, just like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out in this fucking shit-ass soul speedruns move swap. Okay. I'll have to check that out. The Great Sword. He sells some of the funniest stuff. Ammo. I will be purchasing those large Titanite shards. Thank you.
Try and make something of these,
But yeah, I'm a big fan of all sorts of the janky shit that you can get up to in these games. I feel like Dark Souls 1 is the perfect size game to get into the goofy stuff. Just Dark Souls 2 gets too big. Dark Souls 3, I think, gets a little bit too big for me. I think what I like the most about Dark Souls 1 is just kind of like the purity of it. I know that's a very weird way to describe it, but it's just, it is so straightforward in being like, we're generic fantasy, kind of. The way that everything plays just feels very straightforward as a dark fantasy game. But I feel like there's been such a huge influx of dark fantasy as a genre. I love fantasy. I know you do. I love fantasy too. I know sci-fi is, people really love the sci-fi. I like sci-fi, but fantasy is where everything really comes out for me. I like it when it's final. I love when a game is the last one and has 14 iterations. That's what I love. Praise the sun. I like sci-fi, but no one makes sci-fi games in the genre I really like. What's the genre you really like again, Knife? I mean, I would love if we could get like a Baldur's Gate 3 type sci-fi game. I would play that. Games where I can make up a guy. No, they always make you like John Science Man. Unfortunately. And as much as I love John Science Man, I do like making up a guy. Again, give me Baldur's Gate 3. Give me Baldur's Gate 3, but in space. I like Technomancer at least, even though it kind of sucks. They're making a Starfinder RPG? Oh, are they? Who's making that? Who's the dev behind that? Ah! I love the fall animation for that. What's Starfinder? You know it's Pathfinder, but it's that, but it's space. Yes. I am aware of that. But is it a Starfinder CRPG that they're making? Because I would love if Owlcat could do that. I thought that what they did with Rogue Trader was incredible. Even though I have not played past, like, 15 minutes into, like, Act 2. I keep starting it, but it just goes to show. That's that. That's Anne Orlando, baby. The theater. I think it's being made by someone called Epic Tellers Entertainment. Good to know. What's their track record? Because I mean the Pathfinder IP kind of made Owlcat. I think it's a great moment to see, okay, can these devs follow up on the idea? I would really love to play through one of the Pathfinder games for stream as well. At some point, but that'll have to wait. This is their first game. Ooh. Well, I will not have high hopes, but I will anticipate it being bad, but I will hope that it is good. How about that? I don't want games to be bad. I want games to be fun and interesting and good. But we shall see. I'll take bad but fun. Yeah, I'll take a bad but fun too. Like, camp is a genre that I really appreciate. Regardless of the wider genre that it is a part of. So I did say that I would stop off at Sen's Fortress. Or at the end of Sen's Fortress. So that is where we're going to end. We're just a little bit over time today. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. I love having y'all hang out, chat, shoot the shit with me. Let me pop up the ending stream tab too. Let me also put this on for a second. But yeah, thanks again, guys. I always love hanging out, playing game. And yapping with y'all. I think we're gonna go raid. Does anybody have any suggestions right now? Evil Graha. Anyways, I think we're probably gonna go raid. Who? Let's go raid Brungo. I don't feel like we've raided Brungo in a minute. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Go give an upside down smiley for Brungo. And I hope that you all have a good night. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow for the 6 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard, to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard for probably trying to finish up Anne Orlando and get as far as we can in that time frame, because I do have a harder stop because D&D night. If you're not following and you like the stream today, please give a follow. Check out my socials below if you want to see anything else I'm up to. And yeah, go give an upside down smiley for Brungo. Or a heart. Whatever. Just say hi. She's a good streamer. Anyways, bye!